For Filipino and other products from Asia, as well as fresh fruits and vegetables, poultry, meats, and seafood, come and visit 88 Supermarket with branches at 4801 Victoria Drive and its new location at 2611 East 49th Avenue in Vancouver.
Philippine News Canada is brought to you by Rayford Media Group.
Hello mga kabayan! Narito na ang pinalawak at pinalakas na coverage ng Philippine News Canada, Balitang Vancouver Nationwide, mga pangunahing balitang nakalap ng aming news team para sa linggong ito. Mula dito sa Surrey, nagbabalita ako po si Rosette Correa at ito ang Philippine News Canada, Balitang Vancouver.
Pinay community worker nasawi sa aksidente. Isang Filipino-Canadian grassroots organizer and community worker ang nasawi sa isang head-on collision sa North Vancouver noong nakaraang linggo. Si Marcelina Perdido Agulay at ang kanyang asawang si Leonilo ay pauwi na ng gabing iyon nang may sumalubong sa kanilang isang sasakyan na tumawid ng centerline at bumangga sa kanilang sasakyan. Namatay on the spot si Marcelina habang ang asawa namang si Leo ay nasa critical condition sa ospital hanggang ngayon. Ang nasabing driver na bumangga sa mag-asawa ay sinasabing under the influence of alcohol. Sa kanyang pahayag, sinabi ni Premier John Horgan na si Lina ay isang tireless advocate para sa mga manggagawa at migrants. Si Marcelina ay miyembro ng BC Migrante. Nagpahayag din si MLA Bowen Ma from North Vancouver na nagsasabing siya ay personally devastated nang nalaman niya ang pagkayaon ni Marcelina na tumulong sa kanyang kampanya noong isang taon. Nagpahayag din si Filipino-Canadian MLA Mabel Elmore na nagpost ng picture nila ni Marcelina sa isang convention noong 2017. Nakapanayam ng PNC Balitang Vancouver ang isa sa kaibigan ni Marcelina at kasama sa BC Migrante na si Eri Maestro at narito ang kanyang pahayag. Naghahanda ang BC Migrante at ang pamilya ni Marcelina para sa kanyang libing.
So, thank you, Eri, no, for sa pagpapaunlak mo sa amin ngayong gabing ito. Kumusta na si Leo, yung husband ni Lina?
Second-hand information pero nasabi sa akin ni Mabel during an interview with another media station that he is conscious and that was it. No, vague, very vague in general, but I think that's good news kasi noon parang he's in critical condition and that was the statement for a couple of days. So I think that is good news in a certain in a good sense, right? Bumabangon na isip niya, parang ganun.
So ano ba ang extent ng involvement ni Lina at saka ni Leo sa Migrante BC?
Si Lina ang mas more active, no, sa Migrante BC. Nagkakilala kami sa involvement with yung pag-volunteer ni Lina nung nomination round ni Mabel sa NDP. That was 2009. So mga kakilala sa simbahan, nagkakilala kami sa volunteering for Mabel, and that was it, no? And then nagmigrante siya, tapos sumama na siya sa events and programs. So ganun yung umpisa kasi you come because you're friends and then you believe Migrante BC. Hindi nakapagtataka kung bakit ganun na lang ang pagmamahal o pagkalinga ni Lina sa migrant workers, lalo na yung caregivers. Kasi yung kanyang migration story, mula sa Pilipinas pumunta siya ng Hong Kong, tapos mula Hong Kong pumunta siya ng Canada. At sa biyahe na yan, iniwan niya yung kanyang nag-iisang anak na maliit pa lang at yung kanyang asawa. So, yung biyahe na ganon, hindi maaaring hindi maapektuhan si Lina kung sa kanyang bagong home, no, of Canada. So hindi nakapagtataka na malaki ang loob niya, malaki ang puso niya sa pagtulong sa migrant workers, whether they're in the farms, whether they're yung domestic workers, no? Kasi kahit na naswerte siya na meron siyang mabait na employer, iba yung ano yung you consider that a blessing, no?
Yeah.
And then you help other people who are not in the same situation. So sa ganon, meron siyang meron siyang sense of fairness, yung right and wrong, and trying to make things right. So I think nakita rin niya yan sa migrante kasi ang goal ng migrante is the protection and promotion of the rights and welfare of migrant workers. So kinapitan niya yan no, in her own way, which is Lina, no? Si Lina kasi ano yan yung sinabi ko sa iyo, yung hindi naman niya nag-a-announce ng kanyang ginagawa, no? Gagawin niya yan dahil kailangan gawin, no? And she does it in her own she's a very happy person. Mabungis-ngis siya, madaling patawanin. And then she does her work. So yun yung lagi namin naaalala kay Lina. Nandyan siya, kailangan mo, kahit hindi mo kailangan, nandyan din siya doing the things that she needs to do. Yeah.
And what is ano ang legacy at ano ang matatandaan ng mga miyembro ng migrante at ng mga Filipino-Canadian community ngayon na wala na si Lina, what legacy does she leave with us?
Sa tingin ko, sa palagay ko, yung legacy ni Lina, because when we talk about legacy, is that part of the person that is left behind, right? When she is gone, so that people don't forget her, and also to provide an example for others to follow. So ang tingin ko dyan is the simple phrase of service to the people, no? Kahit na sa Canada, yung kanyang service to the people is reflected yung sa service niya dun sa ating komunidad, yung pinaka-precarious, pinaka-exploited, marginalized. At yan yung ating temporary foreign workers, domestic workers or caregivers. So, sinilang niya yan no? Sa akin, malaki yun, no? Na ipakita niya yun, tapos nandyan yung hamon na gawin niyo rin ito, no? At yung isa din, nagawa niya rin ito dahil part siya ng isang malaking organization. It's hard to do it on your own, no? Kasi mag-isa ka lang. Pero within an organization, you're nurtured by the organization, you get support for it, you're inspired for it, and you also blaze your own trails. Right. So sa tingin ko, yan ang pamana no, ni Lina sa ating lahat. And hindi siya makakalimutan sa kanyang buhay.
So, kailan pa naging member si Lina ng migrante? Kailan pa siya naging member and then naging active member ng migrante?
Ang migrante, nabuo ito 2008, later ng 2008. So, sometime 2009, no? Nagsumasama-sama na siya. No? Sumasama-sama siya sa migrante. Pero nga dahil ang sa migrante, it's all volunteer, no? So you come when you have the time, you help when you have the time. Pero siya sumasayan kasama si Leo, si Chong, tapos pag minsan nagpipigibak kami dun sa kung may visit si Mabel sa interior. So we go. Kasi yun lang yung parang muna makita yung mga Pilipino sa interior, no? At pagkakataon na makausap sila. So sasama yan siya. Magiliw siya sa ganyan. Hindi nagre-reklamo. So yun, kaya ano yan meron talaga siyang nilalaan na panahon, pag kaya niya, sasama siya. No? Tapos sa mga caregivers, pag may mga events kami, nandun din siya. Pag may mga kailangang tulungan, nandun din siya. No? So gano'n naman ang patakaran ng migrante. Whatever you're able to do, then you do it. Yeah. Yeah.
So meron so anong nabanggit mo kanina, no, anong arrangements ngayon ang is there a way na makapagbigay ng pakikiramay ang mga kaibigan ng mga taong kumbaga na-touch ni Lina? Is there meron bang plans for at least a virtual viewing or a mass for her?
So right now, with kasama yung konsultasyon sa pamilya, maglilikha ng Facebook page in memoriam for her, para lahat, parang isang lugar lang ang pwede kang mag-drop ng photos, pwede mong malaman kailan yung kung may simba o may service para sa kanya. In fact, merong service for her sa simbahan ni Father Expedito Fariñas, sa Saint Mary the Virgin South Hill sa East 50th. Kasi kongregasyon dyan, marami sa kanila karehiyon niya, yung Sanchez Mira. Taga Cagayan kasi si Lina. Meron silang grupo na the group of Sanchez Mira, yung tawag nila Miranians, no? So meron grupo ganon. And then inaayos pa rin yung details sa anong gagawin sa funeral service. No? Kasi right now, nasa ospital pa si Lina. Tapos yung asawa niya nasa ospital din. So, iisa lang ang anak ni Lina. So, it's yung anak, yung daughter-in-law, yung doing the stuff that they need to do, right? Yeah. So I think it will take some time, pero siguro gusto rin nila magkaroon ng development sa kalagayan ni Leo, so he can be there, no? He can be there, not wake up and saying no, wala na, parang gano'n, di ba? Masakit yun.
Yes.
Sabi ko nga kay Mabel, I'm very happy, but I'm also very sad because I'm sure the first question he will ask is, where's Lina? Diba? Yeah. How do you respond to that?
Yes.
So everything is up in the air, pero yung tumulong, may GoFundMe na ginawa yung kaibigan nila or kamag-anak, tapos meron namang way na ipadala sa pamilya. No? So the different ways to help support the family at this time.
So I'm sure mamimiss si Lina ng mga miyembro ng migrante. How much of a loss she will be, hindi ba?
Oo nga, oo. Totoo yan. At saka kasi hindi lang loss, it was a shocking loss.
Yes.
No? Kasi marami kaming miyembro, syempre may edad din, iba may sakit. So we have members who have, and I'll say it loud kasi they don't hide it. They have breast cancer. Right? From heart problems, yeah. Yung inaalala namin. So itong ganito parang saan nanggaling ito, right? Tapos maraming nagkikwentuhan kami, but I just talked to her the day of. I just talked to her a couple of days before. It doesn't seem very true and very real, no? Pero I think yun din yung yung lesson na maiksi ang buhay, ano?
Yeah.
Hindi mo talaga alam kapag panahon mo na. Pero yung kay Lina, with what she has done, ang nagawa niya, yung legacy na iniwan niya, maganda. Wala akong mas for us to say, no? Yung ganon. Pero yun nga, parang public appeal na don't drive if you're drunk.
Right.
No, kung lasing ka,
Mhm.
huwag ka magmaneho, o huwag ka mag-text, yung ganon,
Mhm.
kasi
Yes.
in one split second, ang daming naapektuhan, no?
Right.
It's it could have been avoided, right?
Mhm.
Pero nandun tayo eh, kaya
Mhm.
masakit na it
Mhm.
was very tragic, ganon.
For Filipino and other products from Asia, as well as fresh fruits and vegetables, poultry, meats, and seafood, come and visit 88 Supermarket with branches at 4801 Victoria Drive and its new location at 2611 East 49th Avenue in Vancouver. Kilalang-kilala ang University of the Philippines bilang isang intellectual hub at isa na ring hub ng mga aktivista, lalong-lalo na noong martial law noong 1970s at noong First Quarter Storm. Sa isang talakayan ng NPC3 at ng University of the Philippines Alumni Association in BC, in-invite nila ang dating aktivista na si Eri Maestro na nandito na sa Vancouver ngayon at si Dr. Fidel Nemenso, ang Chancellor ng UP, para sa isang talakayan tungkol sa mga nakaraang aktibidades ng mga aktivista sa UP. Samahan ninyo kami at panoorin natin ang talakayan ng UPAABC na ito.
We realize that there's so much appetite on the part of our alumni at UP to share stories about their memories of martial law and student activism on campus. And we do know that we're celebrating this year the 51st anniversary of the so-called FQS, or First Quarter Storm. So what happened in the first quarter of 1970? This was the time when universities across the country, not just in UP, not just in Metro Manila, but in any major cities where there's a college and a university, trooped to the streets to protest the excesses of President Marcos, and which was, of course, used as justification for the declaration of martial law. This was also the time when student activists, civil rights activists, women's activists around the world were making their issues heard, particularly against the Vietnam War and foreign interventions into our national economy. So then and now, UP was and is a hotbed of student activism. And this is what we'd like to commemorate, not just a look back, but also to assess the current situation and maybe look into the future and what's going to happen. UP's role in the first quarter storm was significant. In fact, there is this event, part of the FQS, we call the Diliman Commune. And the Diliman Commune really refers to the time when barricades all around campus were erected. And we could see then and now the artwork that has been created from the human barricades and all the desks and tables. And currently, if you happen to step in front of the oblation, you will see this public art that was crafted, and inspired by the FQS Diliman Commune.
Kumusta na lang? Yeah, so di ba pa the slides, this was just my title slide just to show how big 50,000 people look like. And how do I go to the next one?
Just
there. So this is a picture taken inside Bikutan. This was before digital cameras. So you see my arrow. This was Mansos, who's a trade union leader. This was Ted Lopez, who was arrested together with the Visayan group. That's me. And that's my husband, who was with the UP rep, and he was arrested together with trade union organizers. Oh, Oh, can you hear me? Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't have my...
We can hear you, Eri. We can hear you.
You can hear me?
Yes.
Okay. And this is Orlando Sulatin, who was arrested with a Visayan group. That's Sixto Carlos Jr. There behind my former husband. And this is Bal Pinguel, who is the firebrand of the FQ West. This is Noel Itabag, who was arrested together with Visayan group. A younger Saturo Campo, one of the longest held prisoners then. And this is Rebecca Tulalian, who was arrested together with her husband just because she was in the house. And so she had to bring her 2 children with her to jail. She is visiting here because the women prisoners were held in Camp Crame. And this is Rene Marciano from the Light of Fire movement, but all of the prisoners in that Bikutan were all one and the same. So this is their kusina, no, sa loob ng Bikutan. This is a picture of us at the court. So 22 detainees going to the Quezon City Court. So you can imagine 22 detainees, 22 or more escorts and their families. So we're just waiting for the courtroom session to begin. So this is my mother-in-law on the left of the screen. That's my husband, one of his nieces, and that was me. And behind be Alex Marcelino, Alan Jasmines, and all the people there. And this would be the first demonstration that my mother-in-law would have participated in. She's right there with the sunglasses. The banners were all from one end of the street to the other. And all of us were there. Our placards were not really the nice and shiny ones you have now, but they were all just brown paper stapled onto wooden sticks. But this was a great photo of all the sisters, the aunts, the mothers, and the daughters. This is pagtingin nyo sa underpass, ito yung rally rin, no, na malaki ang contingent ng political prisoners families, no. Kaya malalaki rin yung banner, no.
You mean Quiapo Underpass, Eri, right?
Ha?
Quiapo Underpass.
Quiapo Underpass. And I have to mention this to Fidel kasi si Sister Mariani, yan ang aming affectionate boss sa Task Force Teens, was also a math teacher, no. Tapos she died of illness, pero she was very feisty. She herself was a political prisoner, no? Matapang si Sister Mariani.
Sorry, nagpasok lang mga slides. I actually used this slideshow of images from UP for another forum. This is our campus.
Nice.
This is the fountain. I'm not a fan of this fountain, but this is what we have now. Kung ako lang masusunod, ayaw ko sana ng fountain. I wanted, if you remember,
I like the old one better, Fidel.
Yes, diba? Dati there was just a lawn.
Yeah.
Oh, I would have preferred that. Ito kung titingnan niyo yung hugis ng fountain, para siyang, diba? Para siyang McDonald's.
Sinabi mo.
Letter M and double arch.
And for those of you who were in the campus in the 60s, you probably remember the Sawali houses in UP. And this picture of the campus is still, I mean, the campus is still as green as ever.
Is that the Arboretum?
No, this is not the
That's why the
Arboretum. This is inside campus. This is near the lagoon.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Lagoon. I know.
Please, no.
This was held during this was already a pandemic rally. If you see that may physical distancing among students, and this was in Quezon Hall, and this was during one of our protest actions against the Anti-Terror Act na binanggit kanina ni Eri. This is the Diliman Commune. Of course, this was when in 1971, the students staged a solidarity strike with transport workers. but because of the threat from police, they put up barricades and at campus entrances, and they use chairs from Palma Hall and Melcher Hall. Some of these chairs are still in our supply depot, and a lot of these chairs were used in the installation we have right now in front of Quezon Hall to commemorate the Diliman Commune. Ayan ang Diliman Commune, and this was the start of the barricades. This was February. The Diliman Commune was during the first week of February 1971. This was taken 2 weeks ago. This is the installation we put up in our commemoration of the Diliman Commune. In fact, right now, maybe Nora, you can share the link that I sent to you. Our commemorative activities is entitled Encuentro, to commemorate two events: the Diliman Commune, which is the encounter between the university and the police, and we are also commemorating the 500 years of since the encounter between the Philippines and Spain.
Nagpapasalamat po kami sa aming mga sponsors, ang 99 Cents and Up Store sa Richmond, ang Kabalen Sweets Restaurant and Catering sa New Westminster, at ang 88 Supermarket na may 2 branches sa Killarney Market at sa Victoria Drive. Maraming salamat po. At di na naman nagtatapos ang balita namin para sa linggong ito. Kung kayo may mga komento, mga issue o balitang nais niyong ibahagi sa aming programa, ang PNC ay bukas para sa inyong lahat. Mag-email lamang po sa balitangvancouver@gmail.com o tumawag sa 604-588-6397. Nagbabalita mula dito sa Surrey, ako po si Rosette Correa. At ito, ang Philippine News Canada, Balitang Vancouver.
For Filipino and other products from Asia, as well as fresh fruits and vegetables, poultry, meats, and seafood, come and visit 88 Supermarket with branches at 4801 Victoria Drive and its new location at 2611 East 49th Avenue in Vancouver.